Okay, hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to Top Class International League. Today we'll be having TPP Rick versus Yoshi. And I'm joined by Riley. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thanks again for having me once again. And today's match is probably the most important one
Yeah,
we will have of the entire series, given that Yoshi and Rick are probably two of the 4 or 5 players people kind of put in that top of the top category. And for first and second predictions, a lot of people have Rick and Yoshi in those top 2 spots. And this could potentially just determine who gets what. Rick building up a giant point lead against Riona last time we saw him with a nice significant 23 points, whereas Yoshi has built up a pretty solid 22 between Hiku and Riona himself.
mm, yeah, like you said, there's a lot of incentives, I think, for this match. Because it is, I think, pretty likely that both Yoshi and Rick end up with similar victories against the other players. So the matchup by itself will probably mean a lot in the results.
Yeah, especially when I feel like Ecliv and Void are both they have pretty high potential for at least getting one upset win. So if you get second place here and Void and Ecliv just happen to sneak off a set win, you're almost it's gonna be really hard to secure top 2 at that point. Almost up to like whoever beats who at that point.
Yeah, a
I would
pretty hype match. I'm very excited to see this.
So am I, and honestly, I'm kind of just good to go right into it.
Yeah,
There's no
let's get
thing
into
to
it.
say anymore. It's all about the bloodbath of what will be potentially the 2 best players overseas right now.
Probably. I think it's like at least close to proof.
さあ、リック選手もヨシ
Yeah,
選
and
手
it's
も
kind of interesting because it's kind of a little bit like Yoshi looking back at himself when he first started playing, right? Like he was pretty young, like he was not even a teenager.
ピースね
And then we have Rick coming in who's been playing for a while now, and he's just now a teenager.
Yeah,
ピーでした
very.
失礼いたしました
Kids are powerful in Puyo. Oh, and just like that.
It's just an immediate 3-chain attack from Rick, and Yoshi wasn't ready.
3連鎖ですね今青
That's
から、
720?
まあ、打てれ
Wow,
ば両
it's
選手
very
も終わっちゃったん
blurry.
ですが
Well, anyway,
今
it's
回は間に
okay.
合わなかったですね
We love bitrate in this house.
さあ基本的には
Yeah, I don't know.
選手先ほど
Anyway.
主軸とはなっては
Oh,
おりますが今回は
very different build. Actually, I'm pretty surprised
やはりヨシ選
with what
手がね
Yoshi
かなり
came
まあ
up with. I mean, it works. Like it's okay, but just it feels much more natural to go with what Rick did.
I think it was a little unintentional
Oh.
because Yoshi kind of like went for like a quick rotate, but Rick ready with the response to that
That
attack.
6-chain is scary. That was such a great defense.
True, but it actually might be okay because the power into the 5.
Will that work? Kind of? Yeah, it still does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it does just enough to keep Yoshi away from all of his resources.
Yeah.
Probably not going to get down. Probably just use his time to kind of stabilize himself.
Yeah, just too hard to recover from that.
Yeah, and it's kind of like what we expect from Rick. He's pretty consistent, I would say, all the way through most sets. Like he's gonna usually go for like these smaller attacks, feel out his opponent, and the bigger lead he gets early, the better it is just for him in general. Because I would say Rick kind of has points where he just gets randomly sloppy in his gameplay, and he wants to build up as much of a lead so his opponents can't take advantage of that.
Yeah, that's so
This is just
very curious.
kind of crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, you have to be safe. You can't build your first column too high, because that could happen.
Oh, absolutely. And I feel like Rick only did that because Yoshi had a pretty crazily efficient chain. It was going to be hard to outdamage that, and Yoshi was just going to set it off, so there wasn't going to be any time for Rick to try to attack it.
I see, yeah. That makes sense.
Actually, I
Oh.
think Yoshi's just continuing with just build better chain than Rick.
That's an interesting build from Rick. Sadly, Yoshi would die from that, but Rick had a very weird build actually here.
選手側に本線打たせ
Yeah,
て
definitely looking for the aggression, maybe spending parts
Yeah.
of his chain to like take him out. Because I think Yoshi, in theory, has the better efficiency, but Rick has a lot more, I would say, attack flexibility at times.
まあレーザービュー
Yeah,
なん
totally.
ていうんですかねまあ中盤戦をしていくんですね今見てるとさあ2ラブ
Yeah,
さあ
he had
これ
the
2ラブ
two double.
いいタイミングでの2ラブが刺
That
さって
hits.
Man,
刺さるに1
Didn't block nearly enough for Rick,
ちょっと嫌ですねリック選手側からす
which
る
is
と
really unfortunate.
ここで追撃
That
2ラブ
shade is very
いい
good.
ですね
Yeah, just gonna
も
kill.
う埋まった瞬
Great job.
間もう許さないよっていう
The follow-ups are so strong from Yoshi there. As soon as Rick was covered by like 2.5 rows, there's no way to get down that high up, like easily, without so much time. And Yoshi knows better to just let his opponent build.
さあこれもお互い途中まで
I think that also falls into his kind of like mantra with Thorns, where if Yoshi tends to send a Thorn, he almost never will not follow it up immediately because a row and a half of damage is like nothing for most high-level players. So being able to just follow up immediately makes that damage more tricky to deal with. Oh, it's way
す
too.
ごい丁寧でさあさらに2ラブの追
Oh,
撃
yeah, very good follow-up here by
完
Rick.
璧ですねこれ
Noticing that Yoshi's defense wasn't enough, and so decided to follow it up. That was very well played.
Absolutely.
今のもそうなんですけど
I feel like probably gonna be the name of the game is just how well can you keep your main chain kind of still building up while also not giving up any defensive options.
丁寧ですね本当に
Which is very tricky, honestly. Like, takes a lot of experience
ま
and
あちゃんと相手の
knowledge
場面も
about
見えているというまあ
everything the game has to offer.
よく伝わりますね
Yeah, there's just so many small details that can get lost in translation when you're building.
おー
And it just takes one bad situation like that, and
Yeah,
suddenly you're
just-
covered.
1ラブからの展
All the
開
free
Yeah,
shit's
that's
coming.
ことが多いんですが
That was a nice
こ
two
の
chain from
1ラブ
Yoshi.
から
I'm
の
not sure
かなり
that can
三連
save
の
him
追
up,
撃が
but that was at
単
least a
発
good
で
try.
一回から受ける状態にして4段
Wait,
飛ばさせていく
close to
こ
believing.
れね今3段だ
We're
った
very close,
だった
but
んですけ
no,
ど
we won't be leaving.
4段なので刺さっちゃう
No, we will not. And this kind of becomes like the difficult part. So one of the ways you can get advantage in attacking defense against your opponents is knowing how to convert your tails into attacks, which is not that common in overseas Puyo.
Yeah.
It's slowly being worked on, but it's so hard to do and it's so easy to sacrifice your chain.
来るので
But that might be the way that Rick or Yoshi get advantage over the other, and just having that giant flexibility to work with.
まあけどこれ8使わないとい
It's
けないので
just so important. But is that? Oh, no, I thought it was main from Rick. No, not at all.
さあこ
Yeah,
れは
but Yoshi's gonna have a huge 5 to respond with. Gonna force out main anyways.
Yeah. I'm not. There's nothing like on Rick's table, right? There's the greens and that's
No.
it. Yeah.
There's no grace for Yoshi!
Um,
いやどう
that's
だろう
so
な
sad.
ちょっと黄色飛ぶか
That was so sad.
Yeah.
今難しいですね
Around, you just know that would be salted decent just a little bit. Because that was
Yeah.
just all Yoshi outplayed.
どうだ黄色怪しい
And like
Also-
this doesn't feel fair at all. Like the score is 6-2, and that's not how it feels like at all. Like this is not fair.
Yeah.
さあリック側が
Sometimes how the Poyos be. The good news is,
Yeah.
I do think Yoshi's build consistency has been better than Rick's at the moment. So I think, at least the nice part about these longer sets is the consistency will be rewarded eventually. Just
Yeah,
not
true.
right away.
Especially in like those very long sets. Like this is not a first to 5 bracket match. You have some time to make up for the RNG.
Yeah. Oh, and Rick gets caught. I don't think he has a way down.
Yeah, it's over. Just like that. Good job.
Very nice response. And I don't think
Yeah.
we've really seen Rick in these very long sets before.
Well, now that you mention it, I don't think so either. At least not that I know about. Maybe
'cause,
some
like-
free play, that kind of stuff, but like leagues match, that doesn't ring a bell.
Right? I'm like thinking about it because other than that, it would just be Ascension sets, but like there's a lot different of a pressure between Ascension ranked and going right into Oil League.
本線博士ね。いや、これして
Oh,
いや、
wow, he's actually down. He found a way out, but
Yeah,
his chain
but-
is so awkward now.
Rick got very unlucky with those
これかなり欲しい
pieces.
ですね。
That was very, very unlucky for him.
壊れたのかなと思ったら
Yeah.
まさか
But
Oh, but-
I mean, actually, it's not that bad now. Like, it's a nice recover.
Oh,
Oh,
Yoshi
but
might have
Yoshi
sent too much
Steph
too.
cuts. Yeah. I think Rick saw that Yoshi's tail was cutting and he was like, I just go for main and I win. Which is a correct
Yeah.
call.
いや、まあ今の
I very much respect that decision because I think Yoshi thought Rick was in a similar position that we thought, where he wasn't gonna get what he needed to fix all of that on his GTR. Because it did look like it kind of collapsed a bit, but just leveled enough that you can still make those extensions,
ではおそらくない
especially with the double blue that had shown up.
まあそれでもあそこからね修正できたら素晴らしいですね。
It's 7-3 is like not the worst. Like 4 points is nothing in these long sets.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a big defense from Yoshi. That should be game, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way
Basically
to get
game.
down.
Yeah, Rick knows it. He knows.
This is just kind of crazy to watch after some of the other Oil League matches where we were kind of seeing, mainly Hellfire attacks or just like links of multiple smaller Poyo chains like to get to that 4-5 range. And now just all about the power 2s and the power 3s for these two. The quick, efficient damage.
It's very impressive to see.
It's impressive. It's also horrifying because that means there's even less time for these two to work with anything.
Here's main for Rick. It's not like that big, and it's missing a purple.
Oh, but Yoshi's trying to make it. Oh, he makes it.
Perfect. That should be way more than enough. So it's gonna depend on Rick's second chain.
And Rick is doing some good work here to rush up, but I think he's running out of time.
And there he goes.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
I did not see that extension.
Well, it's not that much, but that should be that's way more than enough.
Oh
It's
my
actually that
god.
big. Very good second chain from Rick here.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was popping from the left and going down. I did not expect the center pop on that insane inspection.
Yeah, that 7 hit was very heavy.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, the thought of how will this league set affect Rick does not matter because apparently it just doesn't. He does not care. He is still the same as ever.
Playing his game.
A good Thorn actually is going to block off the blue extension, make it hard for Rick to even activate full chain. So Yoshi going to try and lay down the
There
pressure.
it goes, actually.
Yeah. Good stuff from Rick, and now it's just up to Yoshi to finish this extension, which is not happening.
Yeah, that was like one yellow in column 1, and that was blocking his transition, and that was like very messy to recover. Like, you need insane luck to recover that.
Yeah. And we're back at another early Oil League 5-point lead, and I feel like every time we see this, it's never been comebackable so far this year. I feel like players have been better about holding their advantage this time around.
Maybe, yeah. But this time it's Yoshi, so I'm believing.
So am I. I don't want to believe Yoshi will go down without a fight. I'm obviously going to be super biased.
Oh,
Ooh, okay. This is still fine, though.
almost perfect counter. That was scary. Very good quick chain here.
Oh my god, wait. Rick's chain is not accessible.
Yeah.
I just depends on what Yoshi wants.
For chain. Okay, who's main actually? Maybe Yoshi can extend that? It's only 5, like. Let's see. Would that work? Oh yeah,
Oh,
it does. Very nice 6 chain from Yoshi here.
Oh,
Oh, but that's the only counter. It's not enough.
Oh, the
Yeah,
red
right,
is
though. It's perfectly enough, actually. Wow.
Wow, if just one more purple for that red,
Yeah,
and
but
Rick
what
would have
now?
traded back.
Yeah, that was very scary. Good job, Yoshi. I mean, they were battling so hard.
Yeah, I was a little surprised Yoshi didn't go for an immediate follow-up when Rick's column 1 was just completely covered, trying to go for like a quick kill after that. All that, it's like he just needed so much to get down. but Yoshi just plays it safe, and it almost looked like it bit him in the butt there. It was horrified.
持ってってる展開が多いですね。
Ooh, wow, that was a powerful 2 chain.
さあこれもちょっと
Yeah.
ヨシ選手が難しそう。リック選手側は第4折り返し。
Yoshi kind of has a bit of an awkward extension. Like, it's doable, but it's just so high up. It's gonna be easy to potentially cut it on accident.
紫来てる。打ちますねこれ。
Rick
I'll even
has to
force
be
the clear purple.
Okay, there it goes. That's main for
選
Rick.
手ちょっと大きくいったの
Let's see if Yoshi can extend
か
that.
らちょっとリカバリーがかなり
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
gonna be
sure if that
tough.
thing works.
これかなり難しいぞ。
Yoshi's self is very weird, so I have no idea how it's supposed to work.
It needs to go
Okay.
yellow into green. Yeah, he tried to convert it into his trigger because he knows it doesn't work. But he just didn't get the colors he needed to work with it.
多かったのに対してリック選手これ約9万2000点出てたので
And Rick is just doing such a good job of punishing every tail vulnerability Yoshi builds up. Also, just like doing these good, like,
ここもかなり
I mean, call it like the layer up tails where like it starts with the yellow instead of the green blue. It comes back down to it later. It makes it very hard to fight Rick's tails because you can just use them on defense, but then you also just turn them into attacks like this.
Oh,
Yoshi just commits?
Yeah, but Twitchin felt very weird. I think he probably misread what Rick was sending because that felt very weird to send. Like that free chain is not gonna help at all.
Yeah. And probably just feels like I think Rick has changed up how he is playing it a little bit. The attacks feel much more flexible than I feel like I've seen from Rick in other tournaments. And also his tailing is a bit stronger too. Like Rick has always kind of been very aggressive as a player. But even stuff like this, like it is so easy to re-extend this now. But no, he just decides to go for it.
帰ってくると読んでのもここは6連鎖打つんですが
Oh, overcommit from Rick though.
回収率しっかりあるのでこのね5連鎖目の連結いいです
Very nice 6 chain.
5連鎖目の連結
That's just game, yeah.
1連鎖分あるので
One too low.
これはもうセカン
Ooh,
ド
close.
かなり苦しいのとまああとは時間
Yeah,
も
but
I mean, if
still,
I
like, there were no space left anyway, so.
まあかなり厳しいですね
Yeah. Maybe if like a few lanes you could at least fire your way down. But at least at this point Yoshi is still keeping it close, fighting to try and narrow that gap even just a little bit.
I mean, like, we're about 1/3 of the way through, so there's still a lot to play.
True. Oh, we're getting these small one pokes trying to punish Rick for trying to go for this more counter setup. And I think it's gonna work.
Oh,
No, God!
that quick attack.
Oh, Yoshi was one piece away from setting that off.
Yeah,
That fish is just in time.
that was killer. Like, if Rick's attack wasn't quick, Yoshi would have had enough time to send out that response. That just
Yeah,
shows
Yoshi
why quicks are so powerful.
Big agree. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll eventually see other players pick it up too. It's just very hard to build those and not break your chain at this level. But that's why these two are 1 and 2 right now, right? They don't
Yeah.
lose.
Oh
Oh my God,
again,
Yoshi
that
committed.
quick chain, yeah, that was just very weird. Should
I
be
feel
a
like
10
Yoshi-
chain? Yeah.
Oh, was enough. Okay, you just one more blue. Damn.
Yeah, I
I feel
feel
like
like if you...
Go for it. You go first.
I was just gonna say, like, if Yoshi didn't mess up with that small free chain scent, like, you could have had enough. Like, it was possible.
Yeah, I think the other issue is I think Yoshi's overestimating how much damage he is doing because he's trying to follow up his attacks immediately, and Rick is just so instantly picked up on it that as soon as Yoshi pops an attack, he's just opting for full because he's like, well, Yoshi's just gonna pop another small cut anyways, and it's gonna take him so long to build up 6 chains of resources if he just sends like a 12 chain.
Yeah. Oh, and
I see another full chain.
yeah. Yoshi's tail is a bit weird. Like, there's a lot of power tailing, but it should be okay. No, that's
Yeah,
just a
it's-
cut, actually. No.
Yeah, but there's no purple.
Oh, yeah, the purple cut. Okay, now it's starting to look very scary. This is very scary.
Oh my God, please no more fucking 37 sets, please God.
Oh, no. Imagine if
I-
you get this.
まあ、リック選手
I feel like right now what Yoshi needs to do,
な
and
れば
for past Yoshi, is
全然
he's got to be a bit more patient on seeing if it's his confirm. Rick is just going. He's going for like all these big attacks, which are forcing out main chain, but he's just not.
うわー惜しい
He's being. Oh god. He's unfortunate. The follow ups just aren't working out, and then Rick is now being aggressive too, which means he has to play even more reactive, and it's so hard to stop these kind of snowballs because you have to like change up the entire game plan.
このあと一手とかちょっと引けないっていう展開で1ポイント1ポイント取られると結
But, you know,
構辛いです
that is why Yoshi is building Sullen. Sullen is great, different, kind of like flexible form, while still having some similar tail options like to GTR. It does have some openings for alternating your trigger, also building early
これ
attacks.
は紫が引けない逆に
Oh, there we go.
選手側が紫が引けない展
We take those
開
points.
これ逆に紫引ければリック選手が3連鎖ダブルの
Absolutely. You take whatever you get right now, honestly. Like, if Rick actually tops out, you take that to the bank because we are 8 points behind.
いたんですがここは色が引けなかったということですね
Back to GTR. You know, interesting enough, I think Rick only ever really builds GTR. He never really freeforms that often.
さあまず3ボスから
I guess he doesn't really need to. Oh, that could be awkward.
さあ
Oh, he even wants the extension?
これはリック選手が組みづらいの
It's kind of greedy, but it might pay off.
さあ黄色が引けるか
Oh, it was greedy, boys.
あるんですが
He
黄
ca-
色
oh,
が引け
wait,
ない
yeah, the purple yellow just not reachable.
リック選手を苦しめた今のは
Okay.
黄色がねもう何でもよかったんですよね黄色さえ来れば
Yeah, I think this is where people will talk about like Rick's
っていうねあれだったんですがちょっと
consistency to a degree because sometimes he just gets a little greedy. Like he really wants an extension that he may not even need, but he'll go for it just because he believes it'll secure him the round, which is definitely respectable. But sometimes it is just a downfall because you'll fall behind, you'll get blocked off, you end up in these awkward spots that just are so hard to get out of.
さあ2連鎖2連鎖に対し
Yeah,
て
but
は
just see, like,
本戦発動
often it's like so tempting. Like you see the perfect extension, you're like, I have to go for this.
ゲームにはなっていく
So true, like that is how it
It's
be
star points.
sometimes.
そう
Yeah. Okay,
That
good
was nine,
pick of
actually.
Yoshi.
もういいですね回収はしっか
Yeah,
り
that was only a 9
Yeah.
chain from Rick, so that should be an easy win for Yoshi, I feel like.
これは
It should definitely be because he did the smart move and didn't try to greed his extension because his blues and yellows would have ended up cutting his chain if he did.
That's a very nice second chain, though. Wait.
8? Oh no.
What a second
Oh, he
chain.
did it!
No,
No, he didn't.
刺さってしまい
and anyway, there was no blue. What a second chain from Rick. Damn. That is insane.
He just doesn't stop. Like, even when it looks like the damage might be too much, he is always building. He never stops building once, and it just comes out on top.
Yeah.
This is like now the tough part because Yoshi's strength has always been kind of like his flexibility on his chaining and his attacks. But now that Rick is just so good at that like late game situation, it makes it hard to take advantage of that flexibility because you have to now fight, you know, these big 8 post-game chains. Oh no, it's a
There's
cut.
main.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's
And
okay,
that's
this
a
is
very big
extendable.
main chain from Rick. That's like a 15 chain. No, that. Yeah, that's. Okay, no. Yeah, that's
Wait,
15.
we got double blue though.
Okay,
Look
that's
at
a
that.
nice extension.
Hey.
Wait, that cuts, no? Wasn't that
Oh,
cut? Yeah, it does.
Oh, it is. That's so sad.
Yeah. That's a good chain from Yoshi too, but sadly there's the cut.
He had to clear out so much too. He cleared out the 4. He tried to get rid of other color conflicts and just too many purples in the kitchen. And we're back to Sullen.
No, what feels real sometimes with Rick is that you do center like an 8 chain, so you're like, I should be fine if I build a big chain, and then it sends you a 14 chain. Like, what?
It's like, you never know what you're gonna get with this kid.
Yeah.
It's so hard. And
How are
I
you
think that's
supposed
kind
to
of
build that up?
I don't know, dude, because it's just a constant, kind of like fighting yourself in a way. Oh, Yoshi's trying to find the
Cuts quite a
extension.
lot, actually. On Rick's tail, it's gonna end up in a 10 chain.
だけど上つなが
But Yoshi
Yeah, but
cuts
Yoshi
too.
cuts too.
Oh wait.
いや
Hey.
帰るかこれいやギリギリが
Oh,
い
no.
一連差かこ
I
れ
hoped so hard that could have countered. It would have been insanely lucky, but insanely
い
cool.
や今吉選手がワンチャン
Yeah, and we're 18 to 8 points. Rick is passing the halfway mark almost at 2/3.
ちょっと
And
難しいですね
Yoshi's just struggling to get on the board. Everything that Yoshi has tried has not worked. He's gone for large chains. Rick has made either beat out with his own large chain or he's built an insane mid game that Yoshi hasn't really matched. Like we haven't seen those big 8 chains come out from Yoshi in the post game.
まあ本戦ハッカー見切り力がかなり高いですね
Still takes the damage.
Yeah,
さあこれ後ろ
this is kind of scary.
これ後ろ
Because like while one row won't destroy your efficiency, Rick is a strong enough player that it could be dangerous to like let him have that space.
Oh no. It was. I don't know if that was supposed to be a main chain or just a defense, but either way, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think he wanted the defense because he had the option
Probably, yeah.
to try and greed, but the issue was with the yellow green. He was either place the yellow for full and then pray that you get another green, or hope your defense is enough.
11本差
Oh man, this is
やはり縮める
we're getting very deep into the it's kind of grim right now territory.
かなり中盤得意なんで、まあ中盤とかで攻めていきたいところなんですが、さあ2連に対して
They're
は
running out of options here for Yoshi. Like he's got to find something that works.
ユー選手ね、本戦もね、かなりうまい。
Okay, this is a good extension.
Yeah.
さあここも本戦
Again, it's not that big. Like it's only a 10 chain from Rick. But
It's 52, so he needs at least an 11 or 12 to beat this.
well, there's the 12. Yeah, it's
Yep.
way more than enough.
Oh.
There you go. Finally, Rick gets punished for that. For those like smaller chains.
さあここから
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you want to see because Yoshi's just 1 point away from that 1/3 mark, which could mean a lot, honestly. Because again,
But-
like
Still, it feels like very tough to be in. That's a very tough
Yeah.
situation.
oh wow, we have some crucial tailing mistakes here from Yoshi, not his usual situation.
Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it's decent. At least it works. Like,
Yeah, just the potential for oh, he lose the yellows. Okay, it's
Yeah,
okay.
nice
He cut
bridge
out
chain.
earlier.
Yeah.
This is horrifying because now it's just so hard to extend this chain. But Yoshi is making it work the best he can.
There's main.
Is it enough? Is now the question.
I think there's some power in that tail. Like, yeah, the 7 double, 8, 9 double.
Oh,
Would that
but
be enough?
51's
Probably not.
Yeah, because Rick only needs an 11 for this one. It's only 51k.
Oh, that's a
Giant
big
power
damage.
10.
Well, actually, you see, didn't do that much damage. So with a good second chain, I feel like that was possible to survive. I don't
Yeah,
know.
just, Yoshi's board was just way too dirty from all the
Yeah.
earlier misdrops in the round.
That's the problem.
Yeah, oh God. And the other big part about this set, other than losing to Rick would obviously suck, is your points matter, right? Going into a Clive and Void, where neither have really played them. So if you lose too many points to Rick, that means you have to play even cleaner against a Void and a Clive. And it's just even extra pressure on the situation. Oh, we're
Okay,
going?
oh, that's
Those
not
are
main.
the purple.
If that's only 6 chain, where we see it, well,
I was
I'm
making-
sorry, but yeah, no blues, so no secondary trigger.
Yeah. 2010. Oh, God. I don't know what to do here. The 6 cuts might actually be the play. Like if you can get Rick having to
Yeah.
force him to extend more, they can play a little bit greedier.
Like, yeah, honestly, like having double the points that Yoshi had in a set, like in a long set, that's very scary.
Oh my God, Yoshi just went for full. The disrespect, he's gonna read it as an attack. It gets punished.
I feel like Rick was out of main actually, he couldn't send his main chain. And that's probably why Yoshi decided to go himself for main.
Thank
I think it
God
was
that
locked.
he
もう
did.
もはやフェイントですもんね、今の。
Yeah.
Good advantage then from Yoshi. You take that. Oh, Rick kind of now just accidental clear maybe.
実況する側も結構難しい。
Or maybe just he wanted to clean that up. That wouldn't surprise me, honestly. It feels like the kind of thing was just, oh, I want to do this, I will do it. I don't care if it's not optimal.
いやいや、すごいです
There.
ね。
Oh my God! But he commits so early. But
Oh.
Yoshi blows up his tail a little
い
bit.
や、さすがにやってな
Yeah,
い。
that won't work, sadly. Well, that
さ
works,
あ、これ
but
が刺さっ
like,
ていく。
it's not enough.
Not well.
そうですね、こ
Yeah.
れ吉井選手がこれ黄色紫切ってたんで、まああと1個黄色
So
いければ
brutal. Because Yoshi had a good chance to just take that round. Rick goes giant commit on that all in, and Yoshi just was building up so many purple yellows.
さあこの10本差をね、もうどうやって縮めていくかですよね、本当に。
I need this green dino to win, and yet Rick is making it look so difficult.
さあここは
Well, it is. It is difficult.
さあ単発から入る。さあ単発から
Yeah, we're gonna get a good set of Hellfires here. Oh my
さあそ
God.
れを5連で対応してい
There's
く
the five turn.
さあそれを5連戦なんと対応していく
Man, the attack was still so fast, and yet there was just not enough for him to set off his trigger. Like the colors weren't working with him.
ちょっと伝わってきますね。これなおかつあれですね、リック選手がかなり残しも強いですね。お、ちょっと待った。ちょっと待ったが、これは
You know, when Yoshi added me with a bunch of question marks saying "enjoy this set,"
Oh.
this is not what I had in mind. This is not what I had in mind, man.
でまあ成長した上で
It's rough out here on these
リッ
streets.
ク選手がまあかなり技術がね必要な形にはなるんですが、さあこれはどうするか。
Okay, we got Thorn into like, what do we do here now? Because we have to fight Rick somehow. He's gained too much resource on the board, and we're not
This
really
main,
extended
no.
anymore.
Main from Rick. Again, it's not that big, like, it's a 10 chain?
Oh my
No, it's a
God!
main
Look at how
double.
Yoshi's extended. This is
Oh.
gonna be very good. This might just take it. Oh, okay, it's okay.
No, that
It's
cuts.
okay.
That's very sad. It's so sad. Feels like it's what the big point that Yoshi lose to a cut like that? Maybe even more than that? I don't know. I feel like he lost so much points to just random cuts.
Yeah, he's going for like a lot of advanced extensions to like close out these rounds, knowing that Rick is able to keep up with the builds, and is like, it's good. You need to go for those, and you got to get good at them somehow by doing them in these high pressure situations. It's just unfortunate that they're not really working out right now. Oh, even these purples are kind of awkward to use. Okay, he's gonna use them for his attack instead. That's so good. Because he knows he can't get the extension.
Main from Rick. This time it's a bit stronger. It's like a 12 chain.
Yeah. Is this enough though? I think Yoshi's still short so much because he wanted to go for more on the extension.
He was missing a lot of pieces.
Yeah, he was hoping for more green, red, purple. And they came just like in odd ways like he used. Like the two double purples just ended up making so he would have to block off the greens. God, the hard part is Yoshi has to go for those extensions because Rick is building like your 61k chains pretty consistently. When you look back at some of the other changes the other competitors have been making, they're roughly like 41k, which is just a 10. Oh no! Man, Rick is just running away with it. It is looking kind of bleak.
Yeah, this is just terrifying, honestly.
Yeah, and it sucks too because I think Yoshi would like to try and play these main chain game battles, but Rick is always trying to aggro onto him around these midpoints when he tries to play only for main chain. So then he falls even farther behind. But the 8, is it enough? Oh, Rick's...
Oh, yeah, the cut, because if he plays the double green, it would have been a cut. He needed like a green and something else. The double green was like a cut that he couldn't avoid.
Yeah, thank God, because they gotta stop the momentum.
Okay, comeback time from Yoshi. Okay.
Absolutely, I'm believing.
ク選手側がちょっとこの
Because I don't want to see a wash in this tournament. I think that would suck so
選
much.
手はまあなんと
Oh
か
gosh, but
打っても全然なんとかないその展開ではない。
man, oh my god, the follow-ups? Trying to cover Rick, but Rick has still got a forward response. He needs red yellow. Wait.
選手もここはうまい。いやけどうまい。
Oh my god, that he blew up the center of his chain to get to his tail. Huge.
Oh, but
Might
now
keep him
there's
alive.
like a 7 chain coming up.
さあこれ伸ばしきれるま
Almost
だ
like a big 5, but still.
Oh, he's
Oh.
one away.
Yeah, one piece away. That's sad.
いや今のそうですね。吉選手
Yeah,
の
and Rick is just showing like what he's been up to. Like, we haven't seen him around the Ascension matchmaking for a while. He's been hibernating within like his own region, his own practice square,
Mm.
and it looks like it paid off.
Oh,
Deciding
what
that, you
is
know,
that?
あごめんなさい。失礼いたしました。
there's no way he's styling right now. Oh my god.
What is Rick doing? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Like, this kid is just like, oh, I want to do freestyle now, so I'm gonna do it. What are you gonna do about it?
The worst part is, what is Yoshi going to do about it? Because Rick
Yeah.
has had Yoshi's number this entire time.
そうな。
It's like, what are you gonna do about it? Cry about it. I'm gonna do freestyle.
仮に的には吉選手
Okay,
の方
oh,
が
this is perfect because Yoshi got into full chain. This might be okay because I don't
Again,
think
it's not
Rick's
that deep.
freestyle is
It's
any
only
good.
7. It's only a 7
this-
chain. This is free win.
さすがに
Yeah,
吉
it
選
knows.
手側のねこの11連鎖の回収
That is so good for Yoshi because wow, that was like the weakest chain we've seen Rick build this entire
Oh
set.
yeah.
さあ26
That's what makes it very terrifying. It's that
さあ
sometimes he does those very weird and weak things, but manages to get double the points against Yoshi. That doesn't make any sense.
もねかなり
The part is like that was like the first time we've seen like kind of major weak chain from Rick. Like
Yeah.
usually when they're smaller because there've been so much follow up attack, so much pressure, and then you know Yoshi would try to like fight the pressure himself and then cut his chain.
でさあ単発
Whereas Rick's building has been more consistent.
しっかり3連を打っていって
There's
さあ
main.
可能性ハッカーさせることには成功したので
It sure is. The extension is actually looking kind of nice right now for Yoshi.
これちょっと朝気をつけないですよ
Oh my god, he's yellows, please God. They're here.
Gonna be an
さあ
11 chain from Rick.
ことにはできたが
あまだ
黄色が乗っていたか
Another kite didn't need to do the double yellows.
出たら
That's so
量は10
unlucky.
万った回収率は
That one isn't even lucky because Yoshi debated if he wanted to put them there or use it to pop his chain, and he put them there thinking he would add more power, miscounting his yellows.
Yeah,
ちょっとね赤も気をつけ
that's very
黄色
unlucky.
黄色も気をつけないといけなかったんですよね今
Unlucky
That
or
is-
just skill
It
issue,
is
I
skill
guess.
issue.
but-
It is a skill issue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
unfortunately,
still.
skill issue. And man,
Oh my
this
God.
is.
さあ
It's like, I think
調子良さそうなリック選手
It would, if Yoshi does not somehow
Oh.
clutch up this set right here,
いいでしょうと
That's an
it
okay,
only takes
right?
one win for
そうなると
Rick to win this tournament. Oh my god, he's not gonna make it. Okay, makes it.
この短時間で5万
11 chain almost all clear.
それに対して
Is that enough? There's no way that's enough, right? It's
選手は後ろをどう
I don't
gonna
think
be
so,
like
dude.
9.
おーこれ
Yeah,
が
it's a 9.
Oh my
there's no,
It
no
is
way.
enough.
さあこれが入ると
Ow.
That's scary. That's just-
ので
I don't know. Maybe I'm just like underestimating
今の
exchange with what happened earlier, but I was like, there's no way that beats Yoshi's chain. Well, actually, it does by quite a lot.
かなりね
He got the powers exactly when he needed them. And just Rick
選手側から
is currently just proving why, like, people can say he's inconsistent, but at the end of the day, he still beats up all the overseas players. There's a reason why Cliv was saying that this kid is the new #1 Taiwan.
答えとして出していき
Well, I mean, right now, like, if we look at the results, there is no denying that he.
さあ1ジャブからの
I mean, actually, he's still very good, but like, this kid is just too strong.
さあ本線を打っていく
Yeah, it's insane to think of we've hit this point because if you look back, like at Avon, like just a few years ago, and even a little bit after that, it was still just Yoshi winning everything.
おーあん
Oh, but then we got
Oh,
Rick
the
here.
report, yeah, great.
Nice.
Because even like Rick, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago when we commentated B-Pro Cup at the beginning of Ascension. Like, Rick got crushed by Akliv. It was like 10-1 or 10-2, something like that. And I would have never imagined that Rick would have gotten to this level today. Like, this is crazy.
しい展開になって
Yeah,
しまいました
that is just what time and dedication does for you. Like,
Yeah,
さあこれは茨
indeed, it's a lot of work, a lot of dedication.
さあ2ダブさあ茨来たと思ったら2ダ
and
ブ
they're scrapping now. These Hellfires and the one chains everywhere. But Rick is super covered. This could be huge.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting the
But he
commit.
still has access to main, so you should be
But-
careful. Yeah, now main is
It's
coming.
100%.
リック選手これ7連鎖
It's 7,
Is it-
let's see.
Huge power.
Everything
All the greens are
pops.
cut in.
ないか
Yeah, just everything pops. Yeah, there's nothing.
Oh. And Yoshi has finally hit the halfway mark with Rick with 2 points left to spare.
Yeah, 2 points to 15, that's easy. Easy win.
なんか自身の
Yeah, Yoshi has 1 life left. That's all he has to work with. He
Yeah.
oh, horrified. Oh, this looks really aggressive from Rick.
さあここも
Well, it may not be actually. Yeah.
Okay,
Now it's
up
not
to
that.
けたさあお互い奇妙な
That's so strong, just like converting those big harassments into actually just extending.
It's such a hard skill to master.
Yeah.
Oh, Yoshi goes for it.
And there's the main chain. Let's see if the extension will be enough. Be main now, right?
He's a blue. He's a blue. Please, a blue.
What?
He
What
does
is
it. Oh
that?
no!
Why didn't Yoshi send this main chain?
結構必要だ
I don't know. I'm pretty sure there was a reason for it,
まあおそらく後ろ
but I didn't saw
まあ
it.
おそらくもう青1個
I imagine part is just like he realized where his chain is breaking, and the other part, it was I think it was just way too hard to finish his chain, and he just
Okay.
needs so much damage against Rick that it's he almost feels like unsafe to send your full chain until like you at least add a link.
Oh. Let's see. Wow, this is much point for Rick now.
さあここ勝負に出た
Oh, we're getting a
Oh,
huge
that
attack
two
again.
triple
おー
and gets the
あ
point.
いやいやけどこれ2
There we go.
一応軽減にはなるけど
Yeah, you gotta get everything you can right now. If you're
Yeah.
Yoshi, you need to get that point difference up. You don't want to fall behind the rest of the pack.
なんか2ダブ打てるからまあワンチャン
Especially because like if you get second year, you have to play like in the lower league to even qualify to get into like the very big league pool that everyone wants to be in.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be hard because they're gonna be littered with pro players everywhere.
それがね決まって
Very scary.
さあユウ選手はちょっとこれ紫
Oh, he's debating if he wants full. He's gonna go for
Full
it.
chain.
Oh no, cuts up.
見切っているんですよねこれ
Five chain from Rick. Oh, no, no, no.
And that's just how it ends.
読まれてしまった完全に
Wow. What a set from Rick. Like, let's be honest. Rick is just too good.
This was just so different from Bugnanza, where like Yoshi and Rick were going
Yeah.
so neck and neck and even. Wow.
Oh.
That was. I just felt like Rick got to do whatever he wanted, honestly. Like, Yoshi had some good moments where
What?
he was poking back on Rick and being able to, like, either initiate Rick into full chain or force him to try and defend himself. But Rick just had the better post game. And for. I guess I should clarify what I mean by post game because now I can. Post game uses the English term for what Japanese players call after your main chain now. I guess it's the literal translation. So every time, Rick's first chain would finish, he would have such a good, these 8, 9 follow-ups, and Yoshi just never could get to one. Like, we saw some 4 chains, or like a 5, but surprisingly, just no real 8 chains in the mid game, in the post game. And that's really rough, because that's a 14-point difference. That takes away all of Yoshi's lead.
Yeah. And right now it's very tough. But I have a theory about this. Like, there's something I noticed. You see that gray diagonal line on the graph? Like, if you're on the left side of it, you lose. If you're on the right side, you win. That's how it works.
The
I mean,
power
it's
of
true.
cheating.
Look at this. Like, that's true. You can't prove me wrong.
Shoutouts to Rick Riona being still the color black in text. Beautiful. Because that's 14 points, the 23 from Riona. Rick is like plus 37, which is an entire
That's
set worth
insane.
of points.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about being like a -1 from when you go too far down, making it basically impossible to escape last or 5th place. It might actually be too hard unless like Rick loses twice to get him out of top 2. Like, I think what would have to happen at this point is Yoshi needs to beat everyone to get
Yeah.
into just second place. And then if Rick continues to just beat everyone. Otherwise, the only way Yoshi gets first is if he beats everyone, but then he needs Rick to lose 2 sets.
Which is quite unlikely, seeing how he's doing.
Oh my god. Yeah, so this is down to Yoshi Eclipse, Yoshi Void. And when you think about it, like, these matchups have a lot of history. Like, Yoshi Eclipse was an old rivalry. Yoshi used to always lose to Eclipse, and like they kind of had like this teacher mentor thing. And then Yoshi Void goes back to like before the North American scene was really interacting with the overseas when they were a bit more separated. And it was just Yoshi Void would trade every tournament with each other. I think Yoshi won like a large portion of them. Void was winning like still a pretty large portion, but just slightly less than Yoshi. And then Dan would randomly win one every now and again in there. And it was just those two. So like these are two very age old sets that honestly Eclipse and Void could both win.
Yeah. But we'll have to see on September how this goes. Apparently, we got some news that Riona's matches have been moved, so I'll just, after the stream, take a look at every single matches and see if everything's still in place.
Yeah, and then at least in the meantime, we get probably not as important now, but still important. Like, I think if Rick beats either Eclipse or Void, it's more or less guaranteed that he'll be top 2. Like, the only other thing I think could happen is like he would have to more actually like lose Eclipse, Void, and Hiku, but it just doesn't feel like it's going to be the case.
Yeah, it's not unlikely, I'd say.
Yeah. So it really is now the story of can Yoshi clutch up his final 2 sets to make them count?
But yeah, coming up tomorrow, we'll have Void versus Eclipse, which is actually like, again, just a match I'm very happy for. Well, I feel like I'm saying that for every single match because it's kind of the truth, but yeah.
Yeah, that one will be insane. And honestly, like, that actually might be important too, because whoever wins that, and if they can manage to take a win off Yoshi, they might just deal in second and get into the play-in.
And actually, I just noticed this is the first match for Void. This is his first match.
Yep. He's taking it to late game. He's waiting for everyone else to play, studying up. Letting them, set the stage for what could be Void's tournament run. Just coming in late like the Undertaker or something and going ham.
That'll be quite funny if that happened. Just like Void crushing everyone after analyzing.
The real late game play, and I hope to see Void do well. I'm like not too surprised, but also a little surprised at how one-sided some of these sets have ended up. Partially because I do think the player base has gone significantly stronger over the last 4 years. But it's also still kind of surprising to see like the gaps between each two, right? Like people talk about Rick and Yoshi being ahead of everyone, but now it just feels like Rick is ahead of everyone. So now Yoshi just in his own tier above Eclipse and Void, and it still kind of feels like that because no one else has also been beating Yoshi other than Rick. And you're just like, there's so many gaps at the high level now. It makes you wonder when it's all going to clash together.
Like if you take like a couple while ago, like you had this group of top players who were all kind of similar in terms of levels. But well, now it wouldn't make sense to just make one group of top players. There's so many like differences in skill. It's very scary.
Yeah, that's what makes it so much more exciting. Because this honestly might be the most excited I've been though for seeing like Rick and then whoever else joins him getting out to fight the Japanese players. Because I think the level of play has increased significantly for the overseas homies. That we might actually be able to put up some real fights this time.
And especially like on January when we'll have the Grand Prix finals, like in Japan, in person, with 2 overseas players, that's gonna be insane too. Because even like this year with Villeneuve and Yoshi, it was already amazing. And with the level that we have currently, it could be even more crazy. So yeah, I'm very hyped to see this.
Yes, I am. I'm just like, well, I'll just wait and see. I guess tomorrow, Void versus a Cliv, potential and very important match, and we're kind of getting to like the slobber knockers where Riona and Hiku can play spoiler. Because if they beat either like Void or a Cliv, that could just take them out of the running.
Yeah, true.
It might get down to the wire. We'll see.
Indeed, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. As you can see, there's still a lot to be played. Like, we are not even halfway done. Yeah, close to halfway, but not quite.
Yeah, just the stage is now being set for what might make those final games oh so important in September.
Yeah.
Think that does it for any closing thoughts I might have had. Any other gameplay or player thoughts on your mind, Haven?
I think we covered a lot right now. I think we're good now.
All right, then it's time to end the show. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone, for watching. We appreciate it. Thank you again, Haven, having me on and for commentating with me this time. Rare no top player on the mic for OIU.
That's actually true, yeah. For once, there was not top players. But yeah, it was great. It was great.
All right, it was so much fun.
Yeah,
I will see you. Oh, go for it. I guess will be me and you again tomorrow, actually, now that I think about it.
let me take a look. I think you didn't sign up, but there's a free slot. So no, I think no, you
Right.
did actually sign up.
Yeah.
It's later. Okay, well, we have to see about that. But yeah, tomorrow we may end up doing the same. I'll see if someone else wants to come up, or else that's how we'll end up, which is fine for me. Like this was great, honestly.
This was fun. This was a lot of fun. All right,
yeah.
then
Let's finish the lab here.
All right, then. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.